Okay, so episode 2 in our saga for creating this industrial table. Recently I posted a video about some heaters that I had up on the 3rd floor and the process of taking them down because I had an upcycling vision for them. And YouTube has been amazing. Like, you guys have posted so many great tips and awesome information for me because this whole thing is like a learning process for me. And in that video, I was describing what I wanted to do with this, and I had a vision for it, and I was trying to describe it. Wasn't sure if I could quite communicate what I was trying to get at. And then the YouTube universe wheels were turning, and somebody reached out to me on Instagram. And a gentleman named Jeff Fraser posted and said, "Hey, I thought you might think this is pretty cool." And apparently he works in advertising and has great Photoshop skills. And he basically made pre-visualization of the project that I was hoping to do, which was amazing. And then later I posted about the mirror that I made from the front plate. Maybe you have seen that video as well. And he sent me a second message with an updated version of the mirror, the same way that I did it in my video. So that's too awesome, and it was really cool. So, and look at the detail that he went into. If you notice, the reflection in the mirror is actually an image of the window frames on the 3rd floor. So yeah, unbelievable. Now I'm going to try to do these images justice and see if I can actually make this thing come alive. So I didn't want to put the barnwood just directly on top of it because it's just tongue and groove. And some of these holes that are drilled might happen to fall just exactly on the joint between the tongue and groove, and I didn't think it'd stay together. So I want to put a baseboard on first, and then I can secure the barnwood down to the baseboard. And as luck would have it, I found a piece of wood that's almost the perfect size. So, but it needs about 1 inch cut off on 2 different sides of it. So I've got them clamped here. I'm gonna set this up on edge and trace it out, and then I'll be able to make my cut. Okay. So I'm kind of feeling like a one-trick pony using all this barnwood on every project, but that's what I've got handy, so that's what I'm using. And I do like the look of it, so yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna choose, this guy's still dirty. I wanna choose a couple of these, but smaller ones that I have. And I'll hang a twin pair up right here for lighting up whatever's on the table. So, next up, power wash. Okay, so you'd think this would be like standard size. 1.31 inches. And inside, which I don't know if that actually is a measurement. So it's 1 inch on the inside. So I'm wondering if a 1 inch pipe would be like a super snug fit inside there. Let's see what I can do about that. $12 at Harbor Freight. That is a heavy duty tool for the price of a fast food meal. If I could get a tool for every fast food meal I skipped, I'd be pretty skinny and hungry. So before I went to Home Depot, I Googled about how to determine the sizes of pipes like this. And it said that those are actually, they go by the external dimensions, so 1 inch. But what I found is that isn't true, because this is 1.3 inches wide. And I found the exact same size with micrometer there at Home Depot, and it's actually 1 inch on the inside. So yeah, you can't trust Google every time. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, wow. Okay. That one almost looks like it was welded in. I'm trying to have faith that it wasn't, because that one wasn't. So why would they weld one side and not the other? So hopefully that's just some gunk on there. Maybe that was like some kind of a Loctite or a Loctite type stuff they put on and it just oozed out. So I don't know. Keeping my fingers crossed. That if I apply too much force on here, this is going to break down here, because I can feel it kind of bouncing. So I'm going to try to just bang on this a little bit and see if that quick jerk motion can free that up. I may have to resort to other measures. We'll see. Oh man, it's so frustrating. So as I suspected, it broke off there. So the problem is that left its threads behind, broke off right there at the surface. If that hadn't happened, I could salvage this. Yeah, I'm not a fabricator, so I think that's a little bit beyond my ability. Oh man, what a bummer. Man, it's been a ton of work, and I'm not gonna let it get me down. I wanted to do this, I had a vision for it, and yeah, I want to give up on it, but I'm not going to. So I'm just not gonna give myself that option. I'm gonna keep working on it. Okay, so what I need to do is find a piece of pipe that is exactly 1 inch on the exterior. And I think I can slide that down in there and then up in that guy, and I will have salvaged the project. The question is, can I find something? It sounds like a pretty standard size, exactly 1 inch, so it is within the realm of possibility. I need to look around and see what I can find. Okay, and to make matters worse, that guy is not coming off either. And I don't really want to keep trying to force it, because I think this metal will buckle eventually if I just keep jamming on it too hard. So I'm going to cut it off. Either way, it's the same result. Just a little too thin. Okay, so I don't want to use that like modern day style conduit because it's just not rigid. And because I'm joining it back together, I really want that good stuff in there. So the hunt is on. Here's some of the older style conduit. It's a little more rigid. Let's see what we got here. Well, getting closer. Okay, so what I may do is just, because a lot of them are really close, I haven't seen anything that's bang on 1 inch. I may take down several pieces and just, you know, try them, cut off segments and see if they'll slide in there. Well, it's not a total loss. I did find this. Because that piece downstairs that I can't get that pipe out of, I can just remove it. And this is a perfect replacement for it. So I don't have to worry so much about that one breaking off. And I've actually got lots of options. None of those are actually the right size. Oh, tell me that's 1 inch. It's not. Oh, that's wrong. I gotta zero that. Come on. .86. Nope. I just bought elbows. I should have known that I have what I need around. Ooh, that's actually not the same size on both. It's the same. Whoa. But yeah, I mean, there's so many parts around here. I really should have taken my time and looked around. But time is a premium. It's so easy for me to get distracted, and just in the long run, if I need something, even if it costs just a little bit of money, it's better to go get it than spend, you know, an hour looking for it and then, oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, what's behind this? And next thing you know, I'm a day older. So, yeah, I'm not gonna fret it too much. Okay, small victory. I was about to give up. I was just, you know, thinking about driving all the way to Home Depot and just see if they had some rebar or something that was exactly 1 inch, but finally I found something. Look at that fit. Is that perfect or what? So this is the same as this. It's just broken off. So I think I'll just run a file on that right there, and I'll be able to rejoin them. And as a matter of fact, maybe it turns out for the better, because I can adjust the height of these lamps now to my liking. So awesome. Just goes to show you, if you got a dream, don't give up on it. Stay the course, and if you believe you can do it, you can. So, all right, kind of cheesy, right? Okay, quick update. I'm in a much better mood now. Things are starting to kind of go my way. Don't want to jinx it, but I'm just missing a couple parts. Let me show you what I got so far. Okay, so yeah, I'm missing one 6-inch piece of 1 inch pipe there, and then I've got the other elbow to come down just like on that side. The thing that's not working for me is this guy here, because it's too thin. It does the job for what I want it for, but it doesn't have that same look as that. So I'm gonna find another piece that will just sheath right over that. So, and then at some point I'm gonna get a welder and have somebody teach me how to weld, because I don't know anything about how to weld. And you know, I think just a couple, you know, spot welds or whatever. We're not going off-roading with this thing. It just has to get on there and stick. So yeah. So I'm gonna go get the last few pieces that I need here to finish this. And then just to help imagine what I'm doing here, it's gonna be a twin pair of lampshades. And yeah, so that just came down recently, so it's not very clean, but you can get the idea there, I think. Dang. So sometimes your luck is just too good to be true. I got a milk crate in there with a bunch of parts, just random parts. And I was looking through it and I'm like, I think I can use that. And I came out here to test it and oh my gosh, it is so perfect. Check this out. So this is a coupler, yeah? And that unscrews. Let me see if I can. That unscrews and comes apart. And then they just fit exactly perfectly on the top of these lampshades. So that went there, and that went there. And then look at that threading. That's the 1-inch threading that I needed from the plumbing. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So yeah, I'm gonna go test it just to be sure. I don't know what the exact name of this part is, but I gotta find out because I'm gonna get more of them. Those things, they're just too perfect. Look at that. So yeah. This building provides. This building provides. So we've got a lot of these windows exposed because we're capping them, and I've got wind blowing through, so I'm hoping that it's not in the microphone too much. But that's going to be too tall once I raise this table base. And I want it so that the table surface is about navel height, so you can stand up to it and have, you know, a plate of food or a drink on top of it. And I don't want the lampshades to be like right at eye level. I want to have them, you know, a foot or two above, you know, where a person would be standing. So my best estimation is that I need to cut 13 inches out of that pipe before I sleeve it. So I'm going to dismantle that and cut that down. So that's a much better height now if you consider that the table's already going to be kind of high. So what I need to do now is go find some sheathing for this pipe here. And I've got my little sample piece, and I'll use that to check different pieces of stock. Oh, that's close. But no cigar. It's not going to go in. Too big. Oh man, is that close. Well, I guess my luck had to run out sooner or later. Couldn't find a perfect fit, which means I'll probably just have to, let me check this guy here. I'll probably, also too small, have to cut a piece that's too big, and there'll be a void in there, but the welds will hold it in place. So yeah, sadly, couldn't find the perfect pipe. So I just found this, and it is the perfect pipe, but it's not perfect because it is a rolling lamp stand, and I'm just not willing to sacrifice one piece for another. So yeah, back to the drawing board. Okay, so that looks much better. Perfect, really. All we got to do is a little welding around here and a little welding right here. And good as new. So now we just got to get the legs and cut this guy off here and do some welding. Okay, so it's a battle for another day, but I have one last idea for this guy here. So, thinking about putting a handle here on the front and a piano hinge back here in the back. And that way you could have a very shallow kind of storage space in here. Let's see if I can get this open. Open that up. And you can see the internal components here. I'd have to put some plexiglass across there, get it all sprayed out and cleaned out, of course. Maybe I could even underlight it from underneath. It'd give 4 to 5 inches deep of storage in there. Could be just like another quirky, cool, unique attribute to this piece. That is just about it for this project until I figure out the welding situation. So I'll keep you updated, and as soon as it's fully, it's all one piece and complete, I'll show it off in another video. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next project or the next major work day here at the factory. So